Do you want to know why your business is not growing at the speed that you want it to? Have you built your entrepreneurial village? Have you surrounded yourself and reinforced this incredible dream that you're working towards with a village? So what do I mean by that? Growing up, I was blessed to grow up in a family that was truly a village. I spent as much time with my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and my cousins and my siblings as I did with my parents. So why do we expect in something like raising up a business, similar to raising up children, that we're expected to figure it out on our own, that we're expected to be an island or a solopreneur or someone that's just going to find success the good old-fashioned way through grit and grind and just busting their butt to work their way there? You are literally slowing yourself down if you do not have these 4 types of people in your village. Number 1, a mentor. Do you have someone who is not only steps ahead of you in business, who has the wisdom and the knowledge? Notice how I say wisdom and not just knowledge. Yes, you want them to know their stuff, but you also want them to have wisdom and discernment and the gift of that they can enlighten you with lessons, not just information. Do you have that person who has those things, that believes in you? That believes in you and can see the path forward before you can even see it for yourself. They see something in you and they want to help pull it out. They want to help cultivate that leader in you and unlock that potential with you. Until you find someone, and sometimes there are mentors who will do it for free. Take my mother, for example. She is one of my greatest business mentors. She's a brilliant businesswoman, an incredible mother, but she's also someone that I consider a mentor in my life. But I also have paid mentors in my life, people that I invest in as an investment back into myself. So I pay people, as whether it be coaches or business mentors or advisors, that have guided me in different categories of my life and business to help me grow in alignment with my values, which is the third piece of finding a mentor. Is find someone who aligns with your values. I've had periods in my life where we're in the thick of having young kids. We have 4 young children. To have a mentor in business that doesn't have any children and is in that on their grind set, hustle all day mindset, it's going to be tough for them to fully understand my needs as a mom of 4 young kids. Now, I'm not saying I only hire women who have multiple children, but I'm just saying, am I working with someone who respects my value for family, or respects my value for freedom and time freedom? To get to the level of success I want, I have to work 23 hours a day. I'm not going for that level of success, period, end of story. So do you have the people that are going to respect your values and align with your values? The second person you have to have in your village, it is peers and people at a similar level as you to mastermind with. Whether it's in a formal mastermind or if it's in an informal type mastermind where you just kind of piece together other people at your level or maybe a little above you that you can learn from, that you can help them in their business, offer value. This is one of the most powerful things I've ever done in my business. Now, the trick is, it's similar to a mentor, that you want to find a mastermind that aligns with you. There are plenty of them out there, but don't be fooled. There are people that tout themselves as the gurus and the experts in this or that or the other thing. Find the right people. Use your intuition on that. You want to find masterminds that are filled with people that are not just there to puff out their chests and stroke their ego, but they're actually willing to be vulnerable and open and share the tough stuff of growth in business, so that you're not over here feeling like you have to also, lead with your ego in order to keep up. It's just an unhealthy dynamic. It's the reason that I created my masterminds. You can read more about them. I'll drop it in the description below. I've been in so many masterminds over the years. They're what I credit for going from stuck at $250,000 a year up to multiple millions of dollars, was being among my peers and really having people push me. But there were times I was in these groups that I'm like, yeah, I can take the little nuggets of gold of knowledge and information, but I need to be in a space that's going to empower me, that's going to challenge me, that's going to call me out, that's going to help me see my gaps, and where I can feel safe enough to share, hey guys, this isn't working. I'm really struggling with this, or this launch totally flopped. and not have all these people that are like, oh yeah, nothing ever goes wrong with me, and feeling like they have to just keep up with the Joneses. So find the right one for you. If you're looking for one and you want to learn more, make sure to go check out the description below. The third thing you need in your village is team. It's time to have team. You do not have to go this alone. Even if you're sitting here kind of feeling that like, I know a lot of people listen to this at different levels of business. So maybe you're in the earlier stages, or you're not yet at a level of profitability where you feel like you can invest in team. You don't have to go hire a full-time employee. You can just start to outsource. You have to value your time, right? So if you can take something off your plate for 1 hour a week that is not a needle-moving, profit-building behavior, and offload it to someone for X amount per hour, and you value your hour, and you can go do the thing that closes more sales, it's worth that investment. And that can compound with time. And if you are more advanced, but you have the attitude of, oh, but I can do it faster myself, or no one's going to do it as well as me, that's a leadership block that's going to keep you stuck where you are for a very long time and grinding for a very long time. The way you scale, the way you grow is not on your own. You don't need all the credit. There are people smarter than you in different categories of your business. Bring them in, raise them up, invest in them, let them know how much you care about them, how much you want to help and serve them. And for those of you that already have team, but you feel like you're not getting the most out of your team, you feel like, man, they're not performing, or I have a lot of turnover, I can't find the right people, or how do I get them in momentum, or why aren't they as invested as I want them to be? Sometimes that's a leadership gap, but it's also a strategy gap in how to leverage your team and having the right system. So if that's something that you want to explore, make sure you also check out the description below. I'll drop in there the exact process that we do with our really elite clients, helping them to have their most profitable year by leveraging teams. So you can go check that out if that's something you're craving, or you can just start dipping your toes in yourself, finding some resources to teach you a little bit more about how to grow your team in a wise way that's going to help you scale and grow your village. And then finally, just support. Who are the people in your life that are there for you, right? Just the people the friends, the family, the people you can just call up and say, hey, it was a garbage week. Everything that I thought was going to go well didn't go well. I'm at like the brink. I feel like I want to quit. And they're the people that know you and love you and believe in you and are willing to say, hey, I'm a shoulder for you to cry on, but I'm only giving you 24 hours because you've got a big calling on your heart and I believe in you and you got to go get after it, right? Or they're like, hey, come on over. Let's barbecue, have a beer, get it off your chest, but then keep trucking because you've got a big mission ahead of you. Have your people. So the 4 people you need in your village, you need mentors, you need team, right? You need peers, and you need support. Those need to be in your entrepreneurial village so that you can get ahead, you can grow to the levels that you want to get to in your business and in your life. Make sure to subscribe if this speaks to you. Plenty more content coming your way.